92. Be careful. A danger or a thought for a danger removes our sins and negative attitudes. One's character and actions becomes purified through sufferings. Some useful matter is always hidden in every want and painful matter. A man can gain adequate experience and praiseworthy character only when he faces a difficult situation. We can avoid a danger at a great extent if we can foresee it. Danger engraves if we feel nervous at it. A man becomes courageous after falling in danger again and again. No danger is permanent. One day, man sees the sun and the way to freedom. An intelligent man remains silent when he is in danger. Risk of danger remains for all the time, although we build our lives on the strongest foundations. Danger becomes more serious if we neglect it. Danger becomes more terrible if we allow it to grow further. Normally, we should face a danger with a cool brain. A cool-headed man can face a danger efficiently. We should defeat a danger before it defeats us. We can't get rid of a danger by escaping from it. We can get rid of a danger by facing it. One should to protect himself by his own capability. Nobody else will come forward to protect him. Danger does not come alone. A man cannot evaluate his worthiness and ability till he faces a danger. Risk of danger will remain throughout our life. Being afraid of danger means to undermine our strength. We should avoid everything whatever weakens us. To attain mental peace we should not be too much worried about our future adversities. We should not think about such dangers which we don't perceive. A wise man should not even look at or think about which bring troubles, mental suffering and other difficulties and danger in the long run. An intelligent man escapes when a danger is away, but a fool goes nearer to a danger and falls in danger. He who has never fallen in any danger cannot become really calm and tolerant, as nobody can become a good physician without long practice and experience. A danger can be overcome by another danger. Danger invites fear, all right, but in most of the cases, it's fear which invites a danger. Don't try to avoid obstacles and danger as an unwanted occurrence. Because these are the necessary iron frames to make your characters strong. Danger is strongest teacher. Beware of danger viewing other rest dangers, and don't let your danger become the lesson for others. He is really intelligent who does not lose his sense driven by dangerous situation. Danger and luxury live together. I hate to be even introduced with them who become nervous at the sight of a danger. They are really men who can accept a danger normally and can tolerate any grief, pain or hardship. The country where such men are greater in number can progress quickly. He who searches for a new mission neglecting any danger, will surely succeed today or tomorrow. Always remember that you are in front of the ever-awakened eyes of Allah. You can get rid of all dangers if you believe it. Don't be terrified when you are in danger. Don't express it any of your friend or foe. Don't complain to anybody. When there is a possibility of gaining anything, express it to others. Be grateful to Allah and have patience. It is better to think over your destiny than pass by remarks about others' ill fate. Not only console an ill-fated man but also be careful from it. Excess of anything is bad. We don't bother for what we have, but we keep on thinking about what we don't have. This is the cause of our distress. Ill-fated people are friendless. One is evaluated when he is needed, but after that he is neglected. Don't leave a good friend. Sooner or later, he may be helpful for you. When a strong poison enters in a body, it can finish its action within 5 minutes. But when a mind is poisoned, it brings the pain of death, but not death itself. The greater dishonest you will be, the greater selfish you will be, as well as you will be influenced by ignorance and illusion. And then it is sure that diseases, mourning, death and other pains will rain on you. No dishonest man is independent. A dishonest man can never prosper. Dishonest wealth is spent to atonement of sin. Everything is meaningless. Never mix with a dishonest man. Although a good scented flower grows on the soil, but it does not contain the odor of soil. A bad companion, conjugal unhappiness and unsuccessful life leads a man to addiction. Wine and woman spoils a lot of genius. Playing cards, tobacco and drug are the things which make a man inactive. A hole made by an ant can erode a barrage. When evils cover good things, then we should understand that all arrangements for ruin is fulfilled. Beware of rich man, dogs, oxes and drunkards. All of them are of the same nature. Don't trust on tigers, lions, dogs, cats and the other beasts, those are having claws, cows, buffaloes and the other animals having horns, who having arms, woman and anyone from royal family. Remain 1,000 cubits away from an elephant, 100 cubits from a horse and 10 cubits from the animals having horns, and neglect a bad man by leaving him. Greed for acquiring personal property, desire for honor and reputation, and attractive and acceptable to all, bring great dangers for a man. It is harmful to express the news of sinful acts, dishonest activities and bad news to others. A man falls in difficulty from diseases through doubtful and forbidden food, from habitual diseases of telling and listening to the bad conducts of others, and from habits of bad association. Mental disturbances, that is worrying about various problems for all the times, are also the vital causes of one's bad conduct. It is hard to understand the way of an eagle in the sky, the trail of a snake on the hill, the route of a ship in the middle of a sea, and the way of a man with an unmarried girl. Even if a wise man remains surrounded by ignorant ones, soon he will be an ignorant. And the dog which gets the company of a good man, also can differentiate between good and bad. He who plays with a cat will surely be hurt with its claws. A good companion leads a man to prosperity, and a bad one leads him to ruin. Even a dishonest man becomes an honest one if he accompanies an honest man. An honest man does not become a wicked man even if he accompanies a wicked man. He who mixes with evil people will never prosper. If you make friendship with a coal dealer, more or less coal will surely taunt you, and if you become friend of a perfume dealer, more or less perfume will surely taunt you. Insects will surely come on the body of a man who sleeps with a dog. We should always avoid evil companions. Bad company does not mean to mix with dishonest people only, but it also means reading misleading book, looking at bad scenes, uttering slang words and listening to obscene music. When a peace-loving dove becomes intimate with a crow, although its feather remain beautiful but its heart becomes black like a crow. If you live with the lambs, you will also start walk like a lamb. He becomes cruel and proud who always accompanies rich man. He who mixes with the boys, attains the habit of laughing and joking. Conservatism and bad habits grow in him who mixes with women. He becomes daring in sinful acts who mixes with the sinners, and he loses the tendency of repentance. He becomes loyal to Allah and wise who mixes with the people who are educated in religious affairs. And the qualities of obeying Allah develop within them who mix with pious man. The status of a wise man in the society of fools is like a mad. When a rotten mango is kept with 100 fresh mangoes, the rotten mango does not become fresh, but the fresh mangoes become rotten. Your hand will burn if you put it on a burning coal. Again, if you touch a cold coal, your hand will become dirty. Even the honest man loses wisdom when he accompanies dishonest men. One becomes fool with the conspiracy of many. An yam does not leave bitterness even if it grows side by side with sugar canes and milk is poured down in its root daily. A wicked man uses his education for quarreling only, his wealth produces egoism in him, his power is used only for oppressing others, and the education of a good man are used for acquiring, giving and holding knowledge. One should not trust on a dishonest man even if he is sweet-spoken, because he is heaving honey in his tongue but poison is his heart. A wicked man is harmful and opportunist although he is sweet-spoken. A snake is cruel, wicked are also cruel, but wicked people are more ferocious than a snake, because a snake is tamed by herbs but a wicked can't be tamed. Don't be friend or foe of a wicked man. Pay compliment to a man before you ask for his helps, and if he does not respond after 3 consecutive compliments, leave asking helps from him. Allah tests the man whom he loves. When he loves anybody too much, selects him specially and deprive him from anything like children, friend, and wealth. Woes, poverty and adversity are like torches to a love of Allah. Consciousness developer of a religion man, rectifier of a believer in Allah, and is a destroyer for a neglectful man. This world and the society is too narrow for those who love Allah madly. Everybody will agree that a real lover always remains faithful to his beloved. Think yourself that you have left the forbidden acts, foods and drinks, sins, and have engaged yourself in a hard austerity like doing good acts, prayers for the satisfaction of Allah. We should be careful about maintaining courtesy while sitting in front of a king, talking to him and even moving our limbs in his presence. It is rather more important that Allah, the King of the universe, is fully aware of everything hidden and open about us. We believe that firstly, we are the slaves of Allah, secondly, Allah has taken the responsibility of our livelihood, and thirdly, death is absurd for all. But in practice, we act just opposite, whimsical and disobedience toward Allah, madness for accumulating worldly assets. Their business and fascination towards the world apparently means that they will never die. Don't take lying as your profession. We should leave negative thought and lustful acts. Nobody should keep standing where someone is oppressed or killed without any valid reason, because he who will be an inactive spectator of such occurrence will also be held responsible for such a sin. Anxiety, fear, feeling of terror, restlessness, selfishness, anger, envy, suspicion, etc., are the symptoms of a disease named inability. Avoid the way of the hypocrites. Be careful, don't allow your high ambition and desires to make you blind. If you can attain this quality, only then you can pass your nights with attention-free sleep and days in peace. Wind helps a forest fire as his friend. That wind itself puts out a lamp, because there is no glory in making friendship with somebody who is weak. We should not give troubles to a weak man, because curse of a weak man is too strong. Anger of a weak and helpless man burns everything into ashes, as the air produced by the blower of a blacksmith melts iron. So, don't torture a weak man unnecessary. Wicked beat the fools and Allah beats the wicked. Don't do anything excessive, it will beget adverse action. Again, don't be inactive, it will ruin you. It is dangerous to hunt on foot in a jungle, even with some companions. Nobody is having two heads. They can remain safe who wants it. Be careful when you move. Prevention is better than cure. This is wrong that always you are to show you courage. You have to be cautious, be informed of all negative activities, but mustn't commit anyone, otherwise you will not be able to survive. You have to walk through mud, but mud mustn't let touch the body. Wise men defend themselves through carefulness. A careful man makes less mistakes. A careful man always remains safe. We become wise when a chance goes away. Nobody understands a matter when it is needed. Necessary precautions are to be taken before, not after a mishap has occurred. Always be cautious and careful.